This is your Charizard Authority. This is my book of errors, one of my book of errors at least. I'd like to show some of the bigger cards. I'll try to skip through some of the smaller ones, and if you make it to the end, I'll show you some of my PSA cards I've had graded. Here in the beginning, we just have your simple gray stamp errors from the first edition base set. I'm going to skip most of these because there are a ton, and every one of them's the same. It's just a lighter stamp. Some of them are sold out, but for the most part, I try to keep 2 to 7 of these in stock. Now these cards are a little different. They're still first edition and shadowless, but they've been found to have a first edition stamp on the back, at least a partial one. This was suggested by Pokepop from Pokegym to be from the ink not drying, which makes sense because of the way they're placed. Like even on this one, which is a trainer, it's in the bottom. See it? Okay. Now all these are the same thing. Like these right here are going to have them right here where the first edition stamp is. The trainers in the bottom left, and then the energies will have them in the top right. Moving on, just got some basic off-center cards. You got a ink smudge on that one. You can't really see it. It's on the first edition stamp itself. Anyways, nothing too big. Got some border color errors. Square cut French first edition. One of the bigger errors from this set is the Ghost Pikachu, as you can see right there. It's only got a partial first edition stamp. It's missing the D. This is the card everybody likes, the Red Cheeks Pikachu. Got some sealed Machamps. I like those just for some reason. Here are some shadowless cards. Miscuts. Color errors. All 4 of those Charmoons have a blue dot right below the flame. Got some just ink blobs. Same with those. Here we have some sealed E3s. I think I have 5 right here. I'll look it upside down. I think I have maybe 5 or so in another book too. This is a Blastoise, has a red ink dot above the energy. Seen this in 3 or 4 cards maybe. That Zapdos has a white dot in the top right above the shine, where the light's trying to reflect. It's kind of hard to see. Here's some more just basic ink blob cards. You can see on the Charmeleon. A nice yellow one on his knee. Same stuff here. Just keep them in stock. If I see a dot on a card, I pull it out. Somebody might want it for $2. This is the only gold bordered Machamp I've ever seen. It's quite odd. Looking for more of these if you have them. Here's some really off-centered cards. This Electabuzz actually has part of a B drill at the bottom. If you can read that, if it focuses right, it says evolves from Kakuna. This right here shows 4 different cards, but on the front it is centered perfectly. It's a Machop. Over here just got some different colored background cards. I'm sure some of you know that the Poliwraths come with pink and blue, but it's probably just something in the ink. Does the same with some of the other dark colored background cards. Here's some typical square cut hollows. I think these all come from the PCD sheet. Somebody cut one up. It's a shame. Zapdos did not, however, but I still think a base sheet was cut up, and but I don't know that for sure. Here's a Poliwrath or Poliwhirl square cut. You don't see those too often. Here's a Zapdos. If you look carefully, you'll see the hollow is shifted. It's one of my prized cards, as this one is as well. This is a Magic the Gathering back card with a German Arcanine on the front. Come from the New York pack-out facility. There's 10 in total. The rest were destroyed. 8 were sent to the guy in Germany. I kept one, and then I sold one to a friend. Here are different Machamps. This one's just the regular sealed Machamp. This is the regular reverse sealed Machamp. This is the Galaxy Machamp, if you can see it. Down here we have another Machamp, but it's a little different. I don't see too many of these. It's a 1999-2000 dated sealed Machamp. And they've got some doubles in there as well. There's 5 Poketour 1999 Pikachus. They've become a little bit more expensive here as of lately. There's the Era Border, or the Era Evolution box War Turtle. It's got a War Turtle in it. A couple of those extra. There's Blastoise, the no stage. No, it's not square cut. But, well, for those of you who've never seen this, I'm trying to show you. It's missing the word stage right there. Moving on, there's some sideways fist Digletts. Nothing too special here, except for maybe bring a little more attention to this one. This one isn't known too well. This Venonat has a line on the left side of the card. If you can make it out. It's on the border, actually. See it? I've got a couple of those. It was brought to more attention by ABV something or other on Pokegym. This is a pretty cool card. It's a Victory Bell. First edition jungle. It's got a red back. Actually, I had two of these. I sold one to Braun the Baller. I think he sold it, his collection out as well. There's a square cut unlimited Pikachu. Square cut Weepinbell. Some more typical jungle ink spots. Nothing too special. You got your pre-release Clefable right there and gold bordered Meowth. This is a Haunter I found out of a stack, which actually has two square corners on opposite sides, but then the top left and the bottom right are round. There are some both pre-release Aerodactyls, the gold and the brown. Typical stuff here, nothing too interesting. Here are 4 different levels of the Haunter smear. You can see right there, this one just barely has any smear to it. Move on to this one, it's got a little more. Come to this one, it's going to be a lot. And then right here, best quantifier of all, a whole bunch. Even going off the hollow part. We have various unlimited pre-release Aerodactyls, but these are not in English. They're in, I believe, Italian and Spanish or German. I can't remember. Got a couple pages in. Now we got some cool cards. The Galaxy Articuno. The Galaxy Haunter. The Galaxy Kabutops. And the Galaxy Magneton. The other card that was supposed to be Galaxy Full and English was the Zapdos that was put into the Thunderstorm deck, but hey, these somehow got through, I guess. Here's an Articuno. It's got part of a Zapdos on the bottom of it. Neat. Very off-cut, off-center, whatever you want to call it. It's the same way on the back. Here's a first edition Dark Dragonite, no hollow. You can see that it says 582 at the bottom. First edition had a lot of smears on the first edition, like stamp itself. There's another of the first edition Dark Dragonites. Focus went out. Don't know how to get it back. Guess I'll just wait and use the rest of my time. But that right there, that's a sealed Dark Charmeleon. I need another one. If you have one, let me know. This is the unlimited version of the Dark Dragonite with the 582 at the bottom. I'll just pull one out. Maybe it'll focus. No. But I have several of these. You can see I've got a whole page of them right there. Here's some pretty cool cards. Rainbow Energy. I first got this one from Gary, and someone else found another one, so I picked up it because I wanted to have both. Got a Dugtrio right here. If you look below the Fighting Energy, there's actually a part of the background missing, so it's just like hollow. It's the exact same shape. Better seen with a scanner, as I might say. Some square cut energies. Some base set 2 stuff, nothing cool. These are all corrected Blaine's Charizards. They have the fire symbol. A whole page of them. I got into keeping those for a while. One of them. Ken Sugimori signed Blaine's Charizard, one of my prize cards as well. The corrected Rocket's Minefield. Got some gray stars. Plenty of those. This card actually has dots all over it. It's really neat. Can't really pick up on it. That Ancient Mew has a line going through it. First edition Pikachu. No HP, Dark Persian. Stuff you already know much about. There's the inverted Electabuzz and the inverted Dragonite. Square cut Pikachu. All these are good on the front, but when you flip them over, they're really off center. various blanks, regular, two-sided, old style, new style, miscut, new style, and then hollow. And here's some corrected Ghastlies and Magikarps. Nothing too cool from there. I'll show you a few PSA cards before my time runs out. Here's just a regular PSA 9 Red Cheeks. It's a Map 9++ first edition promo Pikachu. PSA 9 No Stage. PSA 9 Sideways Diglett era. PSA 9 Dark Persian. I don't have the 10, looking for it. Moving on. PSA 10 Charizard corrected version. This one's a neat one. PSA 9 No Damage Ninetales. PSA 10 Error War Turtle. PSA 10 Error Dragonite. Save that one. Well, PSA 10 Ancient Mew. There's nothing error about that. The regular Ancient Mew Japanese error. Gem at 10. Another Gem at 10. First edition Pikachu error. Gem at 10. Can't see it. Not focusing. It's a Galaxy Machamp PSA 9. This is one of the coolest cards. This is a PSA 9 first edition Charizard. That's missing part of the hollow. I don't know if you can see it. It's in that fire spin right there. So it's missing part of it up here too. It's actually under a printing defect. The only PD I know of. Alright, and that's it. That's all I'm going to show this time. Thank you.